or move here and there. Now here you don't move. When you don't move, you get sometimes severe pains. What you do is, while you are on the body scan, if you get a severe pain somewhere, you stop your meditation at that point, bring your mind to that painful point, and you say 3 times, may all be well, happy and peaceful, to that painful point, and bring your mind back to where you stopped and continue. The idea is to remove the aversion with that pain, so that you are not suffering from that pain. Once you are able to do this 100%, if you are able to bring your mind back from the pain, you never suffer from that pain. That is the principle on which it is said that one who has attained the first fruition of the path does not go to the hell. Hell is where you get physical pains. So if you can bring your mind back from the pain, nobody can inflict pain on your body, even if they do various things to your body. So you are safe. So that is the principle. So when you do this, when you experience it, you will realize that this is quite possible.
Okay.
So that is what you do to the pain. And then pains can be in different natures, like squeezing and cutting, chopping, scratching, insects crawling along the body. All that is do the same technique to let go, and then letting go the physical body. Third thing is the thoughts that you are getting from the consciousness. What you do is, when you get the thought, you let go, and you get another thought, you let go, and you might get the previous one, and you let go, keep letting go these thoughts. So you have separated from the external world of attachment, you have separated from the physical body, and now you are separated from your assortment of memories and that consciousness. So you are separating yourself from 3 worlds in this method, and if you can maintain your mind separate from these 3 worlds, that is what is called the state of lokeng etaru. You are above the 3 worlds, lokottara. So this is what you do during vipassana meditation, and this is a method that have given results and at least created one Ratan Vahanse. So this is a tested method. Don't take it because I say. You don't have to believe anything that we say. You need to experience all this. Until you experience, don't believe. So that is the other message that you should remember. Just because somebody says, you won't believe that. You need to experience it yourself. Go through this meditation process and you will experience the non-attachment yourself. Otherwise, everything that somebody else says becomes irrelevant, because these are you interpret from your consciousness. Until you do your vipassana meditation, you don't really know what these things are. So start meditating, start it now, and then you will see the difference and you will experience there in what is in vipassana meditation. This is just a method, but there are so many things that we can describe, things that are happening in the meditation, vipassana meditation.
Okay, so having explained the method, I am sure it will benefit our viewers, and those who are interested in meditation already can start, and even the others, why not give it a try? It has results, as all meditators say, and as all enlightened ones say. So try today itself. Now, sir, having talked about meditation, there's this one last little question that I would like to ask. That is, sometimes people, go into meditation and they tend, some of them, not all of them, they feel that they should, leave the lay life. Now it's high time, for me to leave lay life, and most of them think of leaving this lay life in the first initial stages itself. Now, as a lay person, can't one meditate? I mean, do you have to go into the robes or do you have to just go into the forest? What do you say? What is your opinion on that?
I think going to the forest all at once is a disaster. There may be a very few, a very, very small fraction who can do that, but the majority should not attempt that. But as a lay person, you all can meditate. You must start doing it as a lay person, because you must have a training, a good training before you start it to devote entire life to it. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. So, as we said earlier, learn this, the correct method, and then start meditating slowly, at least get into 2 hours a day, and then you will realize when you want to leave home, because it is like this. You have heard that at a certain stage you need to leave. This is how it happens. Now, when you are not attached so much to your tastes, and you don't want to eat so exotic things, and then you stop going to parties and various functions, that eating is the main thing. So people will ask you, why you are not going to this wedding, or why you are not coming to this party. Then you have to explain all that. Then you don't want this all the fancy dresses, and then people ask why you are not going shopping and all that. Then you have to give explanation. And all the life.
So that's the tough part.
Tough part.
Yeah.
All the life you will spend when you associate with people, explaining why you are not doing this, why you are not doing that. So then it becomes a conflict right throughout, because other people, all people who have not experienced meditation, they are a lot, and they will in groups will say that what you do is a crazy thing. And then you yourself is realizing that staying here is a crazy thing. Then you are not progressing with all these attachments during this life, and you shed these attachments during a meditation of 2 hours, but that 2 hours is not enough. Then you realize the Sinhala saying that hoda made dano. You wash it, and then you put in mud again, and you bring it and wash it again, and this is something that never ends and never giving results. So you need to either stop washing or stop putting in the mud. So one has to come to a decision which one you are going to do. So experienced meditator will always decide that you don't spoil your mind anymore, and being here you can't do nothing much but spoiling your mind. So you decide at that point to leave. By that time everybody knows that you are at this stage, and there won't be a big issue.
Will that demotivate our meditators, sir? Will the wife not let the husband meditate, and will the husband not let the wife meditate, because fearing that they might leave home?
Meditating husband is the best husband in this world. If your husband is meditating, he will become a much pleasant person, smiling all the time, and giving you the utmost care, you and your family, your children. And if wife is meditating, he is the most loved wife, because she knows to work with non-attachment. You are telling various things, hurting things to your spouse, because you are too attached, because you try to make your wife everything that you want the wife to do. And then you, in the process, you restrict her, and it happens both ways, and then it becomes a real nuisance. So when you are a meditator, you know your limit, and wife, you give the wife certain amount of freedom to talk and do things, and then that helps the interaction between the family, and everybody is happy, everybody is doing the right thing, and then it is a happy family. So if your husband is trying to meditate and wholeheartedly help it, and make a cup of tea before going to meditation, that will keep him, help him, or a cup of coffee, or give a good word of encouraging, and then that will go a long way.
Okay. Well, I think thank you so much. It enlightened, it just lighted up the lives of so many, I think millions, not only in Sri Lanka but all our viewers across the world. So, sir, as usual, I would like to tell you, through this discussion, you have achieved a great deal of kusala kamma, because what you said was an eye-opener to many, including myself, to all of us who were listening. So thank you so much. And folks, if you have any comments, please do write to us. You know our address. The producer, Dhammahadaya, the Buddhist TV, Sri Sambodh Vihara, Gregory's Road, Colombo 7. The producer, Dhammahadaya, the Buddhist TV, Sri Sambodh Vihara, Gregory's Road, Colombo 7. So, having that in mind, please do meditate. Start today, because you have to, you have to just stop and end to this samsara and achieve the goal, nirvana. So, if not now, when? Because this is a long journey of suffering. To start today. With that message, I would like to conclude and would like to meet you next week once again with a very, of course, interesting discussion. And until that, please take good care and may the most noble Triple Gem bless you.